The Department of Agricultural and Resource Economics is the only social science department within the Graduate School of Bioresource and Bioenvironmental Sciences at Kyushu University. The Agricultural and Resource Economics educational course has 6 laboratories. The laboratories can be classified depending on the theory and the methodology which they employ. For theory, the laboratories either study economics in a broad sense across many industries or across a whole industry, or they might focus more on business administration, which will target an individual company. The methodologies employed can either focus on an econometric analysis employing statistical analysis and simulation methods, or it may be a more fact-finding analysis which requires a field survey and going out into the field and interviewing individuals. The different laboratories employ these methodologies to different extents. So the Laboratory of Quantitative Food Economic Analysis and the Laboratory of Environmental Economics tend to employ econometric analysis and focus on economics across a whole industry. In contrast, the Laboratory of Food and Agricultural Policies, whilst also taking an economics approach, looking at economics across industries, employs as its methodology a more fact-finding analysis using field surveys. Focusing more on individual companies and business administration are the laboratories of agricultural and farm management and the Laboratory of Food Marketing and Distribution. Individually, these laboratories tend to either specialise more in econometric analysis or more in fact-finding analysis, but will employ both methodologies when required. The Laboratory of International Agricultural Development is less specific and will employ any of the methods of analysis or the theoretical approaches to the research. Looking in more detail at the topics researched by the individual laboratories, quantitative food economic analysis looks at agricultural products and food as they're traded in markets, and also at industrial efficiency and, in broader terms, at industrial and trade policies. Environmental economics researches resources and the environment which are not traded in the marketplace. They also examine many of the functions of agriculture and the circulation of resources. Food and agricultural policies is concerned with socio-economics and deals mainly with political and economic systems and their history. It also considers policy issues and the role of various agricultural and regional actors. Food marketing and distribution looks in detail at agricultural cooperatives and wholesalers, and also studies the efficient distribution and effective sales of agricultural and products and food. In other words, food marketing. Agricultural and farm management studies either individual farmers or agricultural corporations. It considers their growth, their sustainability strategy, their management, and their operation. International agricultural development looks at rural development and the role of gender, value addition, and resource utilisation. International agricultural development studies rural development mainly in developing countries, and it does this from the perspective of gender, value addition, and resource utilisation.